Hi, today's Evangelism Encouragement comes from Luke chapter 16, verses 19 to 31. There was a rich man who was dressed in purple and fine linen, and lived in luxury every day. At his gate was laid a beggar named Lazarus, covered with sores, and longing to eat what fell from the rich man's table. Even the dogs came and licked his sores. The time came when the beggar died, and the angels carried him to Abraham's side. The rich man also died and was buried. In Hades, where he was in torment, he looked up and saw Abraham far away with Lazarus by his side. So he called to him, "Father Abraham, have pity on me, and send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, because I am in agony in this fire." But Abraham replied, "Son, remember that in your lifetime you received your good things, while Lazarus received bad things. But now he is comforted here, and you are in agony. And besides all this, between us and you a great chasm has been set in place, so that those who want to go from here to you cannot, nor can anyone cross over from there to us." He answered, "Then I beg you, Father, send Lazarus to my family, for I have 5 brothers. Let him warn them, so that they will not also come to this place of torment." Abraham replied, "They have Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them." "No, Father Abraham," he said, "but if someone from the dead goes to them, they will repent." He said to him, "If they do not listen to Moses and the prophets, they will not be convinced, even if someone rises from the dead." Today I want us to remember that everyone needs the gospel. Sometimes when people appear to have everything in this life, we can forget that they also need the gospel. That without Jesus they may enjoy some comfort during their life on earth, but they will face eternal torment. And sometimes it can be difficult sharing the gospel with these people because, well, they don't seem to have a need here on earth, and so it's hard to explain to them their need of Jesus for all eternity. But we still must try, because every single person, no matter who they are, needs Jesus to be saved. And the other reminder from this passage is that our role is to just place the gospel before people. We can try to convince people, but for some, as it says in the verse, they will not be convinced even if someone rises from the dead. And for us, we know that Jesus has risen from the dead, but for some, this is still not enough. So all we can do is faithfully present the gospel to them and keep praying for them. And so this week I want you to think, who can you present the gospel to this week that seems to have everything but is missing out on the greatest riches ever that come only through knowing Jesus? And also, who is there in your life that you need to keep praying for, that at some point in their life they may realize their need and be convinced of the gospel, because they realize that Jesus did really rise from the dead, and he rose so that they too, if they are joined with him, can rise to a new life with him. Enjoy your evangelism this week and be encouraged that God is with us. He is on our side, and he wants us to keep praying for people and keep faithfully presenting the gospel before them.